Hello, this is Athena with aeg&co, and this is the pre-video to Action with Intention Challenge, created to help you determine the right action plan for your thinking mind. Not convinced written action plans are for you? This webinar was created to share that action plans can be easy and seamless and will create more clarity, focus, and results than if you did not have one. Why is an action plan so important? Because productivity matters when you are an entrepreneur. A lot of times you are doing it alone with a limited team, so you need to utilize your time efficiently. It is a way to hold yourself and your team accountable for what needs to be done. If you feel overwhelmed by the number of things you need to get done, find yourself constantly derailed by distractions, if you have big goals but struggle to make progress on what's really important, then you need a good action plan. Putting your actions in writing reduces overwhelm and those mind monkeys that run away with your attention because you are worried that you're forgetting something important. Studies have shown that written goals and tasks have more of a chance of being completed versus trying to keep it all in your head. Further studies have shown that having written goals and tasks that you can cross off when you're done have a positive impact on your brain chemistry by creating the feel-good hormone that produces the desire to keep going. A good action plan focuses your attention on getting the right things done by allowing you to create clarity, prioritize your actions that produce the highest results. The right action plan. Not all action plans are created equal based on your thought process. There is an action plan that will work for you. You just have to find the right one so it is natural and you will stick with it. The goal is to get things done, and utilizing tools and resources to help you do that will create efficiencies and improve productivity. The right action plan should be easy to access and follow. It shouldn't be hard to stick with. Should feel natural, should align with how you naturally perform your work, should become habitual, should be easy to follow after you get past the initial setup phase. Action Plan Survival Guide. Here are some tips to keep in mind when you are first getting started using an action plan. It is common for a new process or workflow to take a little extra time when you get started. Be patient with yourself and the process. It will become increasingly easier with time. If you find a certain method or process you are using is mentally challenging or exhausting, is taking up too much of your time or energy, then it is probably not for you. Ditch it immediately and try something else. Just because you pick a specific method does not mean you can't change it. It is your prerogative to change your mind. It's okay to be flexible and try different things. You may find a combination of different methods work for you. It's okay to delete tasks. Just because you put it on your list doesn't mean it has to stay there. If priorities change or the task is no longer valid, delete it. Don't do it. Remember, there are no strict rules. There are just guidelines. To get the most from an action plan, it must be productive for you. It is not meant to create more work, but it is meant to create more efficiency with your time. Let's talk about the different types of thinkers. Depending on how you are naturally inclined to think or work will determine how you create and utilize your action plan. There are three main types of thinkers. Are you visual, tactical, or an abstract thinker? Not sure? See if one of these descriptions sounds like you. Visual thinkers prefer pictures, diagrams, and maps over written or verbal direction. They like order and structure. Tactical thinkers love the feeling of crossing an item off the list. They prefer methods where they can feel and touch, will write down strategies instead of keeping it in their head. Abstract thinkers don't really prefer any one approach. Instead, prefer simple to-do lists or strategies in their head with no physical or visual aids. Complexity of prioritization and categorizing are not appealing to abstract thinkers. On the next few slides, we will review the different action plan methods and how they align with each type of thinker. The Action with Intention method is the method I created. The time commitment to get started on this is medium. The type of thinker is visual, abstract, or tactical, and it's perfect for people who are looking to create clarity and focus to turn a vision into reality. What it does is help you visualize a completed goal so that you can easily see the path to get there. Here are a few other productivity methods based on the type of thinker you are. Let's start with abstract. Eat the Frog has low implementation effort and is for people who have a tendency to put off important tasks, and it helps abstract thinkers avoid procrastination. The Moscow method is must, should, could, would. There is medium effort to get started, and it is for people who need to prioritize tasks and tend to prefer lists over graphs. Moscow prioritizes by urgency. The to done requires a medium effort to implement and is for people who spend too much time worrying about how much didn't get done and have a lot of bad habits that prevent productivity. To done puts more focus on accomplishments and looks at productivity in a new way. For tactile thinkers, personal Kanban is a low startup effort and is for people who have a tendency to start a lot of projects but finish very few. Kanban helps you visualize progress. Get It Done has a medium implementation effort and is for people who have a lot of loose ends rattling around in their head and need a way to get organized. Get It Done allows you to get your thoughts out of your head and organized into small, bite-sized tasks that can be easier to manage. The medium method requires medium effort to implement and is for people who love standard to-do lists but have too much to keep track of for a typical pen and paper list. It allows you to organize and prioritize by taking the best of analog and digital for one seamless productivity system. For visual thinkers, there are a few options already mentioned, Kanban and Moscow. In addition to time blocking, this takes low effort to implement and is for people who find small tasks and interruptions are taking over their day. Time blocking holds you accountable to your daily plan by designing specific periods of time for specific types of tasks. Time blocking is great for abstract thinkers as well. Creating habits requires a low effort to implement and is for people who want to adopt a new daily habit. This method encourages consistency in daily habits or tasks. And finally, the Eisenhower method is a medium effort to implement and is for people who have trouble seeing things in black and white and would rather prioritize than stuff tasks into categories. This method identifies which tasks are highest priority and which are a distraction. If you are interested in how to apply these methods or learning about other methods, you can find a link to the Ultimate Productivity Method Guide from Todoist on the Action with Intention Challenge welcome page. For a list of task management apps based on how you think, currently only available to challenge participants, download the Action with Intention Thinker app list, also found on the Action with Intention Challenge welcome page. Combining action with intention and other methods. As you can see and hear, there are many methods you can use to be most productive. The action with intention method combines a few together to appeal to all three thinking types. When you combine your natural tendencies with the action with intention method, you will be better equipped to create the results you are looking for. This challenge will help you get clear on your vision so you can use the most appropriate method for the highest level of results. It will help you minimize overwhelm by organizing your thoughts, ideas, and tasks into a format that is easy to work through. It will help you maintain motivation by designing an action plan method that tracks and monitors your progress and success. And it'll help you see results more quickly by maintaining focus and attention to what is important. Now it's time to wrap it up. I hope this was not too overwhelming, but gave you a good idea of how you think, work, and perform. It was intended to help you realize an action plan can be different for everyone, and there is an action plan method that will work for you. This was designed to get you ready for working with your Action with Intention challenge so you can create a personal experience that produces the results you want. To receive support during the challenge, sign up for the Driven Entrepreneur Facebook group. Now that you are a little more educated and aware of your own tendencies, choose a method you would like to work with during the challenge. To get more details about each of these methods, click on the link in the welcome page to download the Todoist guidebook and learn more details about each method shared here and about a few more. You can also download the Action with Intention Challenge Thinker app list that identifies other apps available and how they work with your thinking method. You do not have to pick 1 week to participate. You can participate in all 4 weeks in June if you wish. You have 4 weeks of giving different methods a try and getting the help you need through the Driven Entrepreneur Facebook group. A new page for the challenge will be opened each day. I will send daily email reminders the night before the challenge so you can be prepared for the next day. Each challenge day will include detailed instructions for the day's challenge, along with a video and worksheets to help you through. You will also have access to the Facebook group where daily tips will be posted, and I will be available to answer questions and help you through any challenges you are experiencing. I look forward to getting to know you during the challenge. I hope you will engage in the Facebook group to receive more tips and information during the challenge weeks. See you in the Action with Intention Challenge.